Hey YouTubers, Bianca and Frank here. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do a review on Furious 7.
This movie is gonna have a lot of spoilers, so if you guys haven't seen it, just maybe watch it after you catch the movie. The Furious 7 takes place after Fast 6 with the Shaw brothers. One of the Shaw brothers, played by Jason Statham, he's basically getting revenge for his little brother, and it has The Rock, the whole cast, all the cast. Paul Walker passed away during the making of this movie. He got 75% of the movie done. So his two brothers stepped in from him. Well, one of his brothers was already always in the Furious franchise. He was a stunt double. So he played a couple roles for him, like just a couple stunt scenes. And his other brother, I think I have his name right here.
He's Caleb.
Is Cody Walker and Caleb Walker. They stepped in from, especially towards the end. It was really, really sad at the end. They did a perfect goodbye to Paul Walker at the end. Basically, Vin Diesel's character gives a really good speech, and talking about family and friends, and it's never goodbye. And there's even one point where what was her name? Michelle Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
She was like crying at the end, and you could tell she kind of broke character because she was crying there on a beach, and Vin Diesel's giving this speech while Paul Walker's like on the beach with his family, playing with this child, and they're just being a little family. He's with the rest of the crew, and he's giving a speech saying that it's never goodbye, and he won't say goodbye, and it shows him drive off, and there's like a fork in the road, and Paul Walker drives up next to him, and he says, "You're not gonna say goodbye," and it's like really, really emotional. We even caught a girl crying in the theater when we were leaving. She was crying, and at the end, his brother Caleb, I think it was Caleb, you could tell it's really CG, his face. They used Caleb's body, and they did CG and used Paul Walker's face. And but it was real good. It was a good homage to Paul Walker at the end. And after that scene, it says "for Paul." I mean, I heard there was an alternate ending that they already had did and shot, but after Paul passed away, they wanted to redo it. And so I don't know what the original ending was, but that's what the producers and the makers were saying, that there was another ending. But anyways, this movie was action-packed. I liked it. You guys will probably like it if you're a fan of the franchise, or even if you're not. I mean, it's a good popcorn flick. You should go and enjoy it with your friends or family or your girl or whatever. It's pretty action-packed. It's pretty funny.
The camera play was pretty cool. They would like turn the camera upside down, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, the fight scenes were intense. Vin Diesel's fight scenes with Jason Statham, the Rock's fight scene at the very beginning with Jason Statham was pretty dope. And there's some good fight scenes. Even Ronda Rousey's fight scene was pretty cool. They had some good car chases in there.
Just her acting sucked.
Yeah. We'll get into the negatives about the film right now, but these are like the positives. So if you guys are just looking for reviews and you're wondering if you should go watch the movie, but well, just don't listen to my advice. Just go and watch it yourself and see how you like it. But anyways, there's some pretty awesome car chase scenes on there. They're a pretty dope crew. They're like their own little superhero team. They go on a lot of missions on this on this movie. They do a lot of missions. They meet a new guy, Russell. Was it Russell Crowe? Let me see. I might be saying his name wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's not Russell Crowe. It's I always get their names mixed up. It's Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell. Yeah, it rhymes, huh? Goes together?
Yeah.
Well, Kurt Russell, he comes out in this movie. He's kind of like their...
His name was Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody.
He has no name.
He was kind of like their little... He would give them missions, and he wasn't a bad guy. He just worked for the government. And in order for them to find Jason Statham's character, he said, "You guys do me a few favors, and I'll do you a favor and help you find him." And so they basically have to find this hacker. Well, her name is Natalie. I think her last name's Emmanuel. I might not be saying it right. Her name on there was Ramsey. And they had to find her because she had some hacking equipment that would find...
called the God's Eye.
Yeah, the God's Eye that would
Taps
find...
into every computer and every camera, from your phone to lights.
Yeah, there's some pretty high-tech stuff in there. And their cars weren't just like all raced out. They were pretty cool. They had armor on them, and there were some cool car chase scenes. And the crew worked together pretty good. Everybody got their moments. And it was good, but no movie goes without its negative parts. There was a few things I didn't like Tyrese Gibson, his character on the movie. He was kind of whining a lot.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, he was funny. He was funny, but he was whining a little too much. Just a little too much. And you might be like, oh, okay, we get it. You're the funny guy of the group.
His and Ludacris's character were bickering almost all the movie. It was funny.
It was funny, but
it was just like the other movies.
Yeah, but in a way you're like, okay, we get it. You guys are the funny guys. And there's this one part where Vin Diesel's with the Ramsey's girl, the hacker, and they're running away from Shaw in their cars, and they're going through the forest through some trees, and Tyrese comes out of nowhere, jumps out the trees and saves them, and says a little catchphrase, and it was kind of a little cliche, like, oh my god, I knew he was gonna come out of nowhere. But other than that, his character is pretty solid. He had his moments. He had his little moments, funny. There's a lot of funny things he would say, and then another thing that I think they overdid it with Vin Diesel. There was a point in the movie where he picks up a car. It was kind of ridiculous, and Paul Walker had to slide under it and check for something underneath the car, and so he picks the front of it up, and I was kind of like, okay, that's a little too much, and his fight scenes, they kind of glorified him too much. When he would fight Jason Statham, he would hit Jason Statham, he would fly, he would go twirling like a little Power Ranger or something. And just those things. And The Rock, there's a part where The Rock is in the hospital, and he's in bed, and he's like in kind of like a body cast, and he sees all the destruction that's going on outside through his hospital window, like explosions. So he tells his daughter, oh, Daddy got to go to work. And he flexes, and his cast just rips off. He flexes. He don't tear it off. He flexes. So that was kind of like, okay. And he had his little scenes where he shoots down a helicopter. Just some scenes that were a little too much. And same thing with Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez's character. You know, she lost her memory a couple films back. Well, I kind of even forgot that she lost her memory. So when it spotlighted that little scene with Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez, I was saying, whoa, what happened? Because this was like Fast 5, Fast 6 material. But other than that, the movie was pretty solid, huh? Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
I loved it.
I think you guys might like it. And so
it's really good.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Vin Diesel's character, what was his name? I blanked.
It's alright. Vin Diesel's character, everybody knows.
Vin Diesel's character was talking at the end, but he was talking as himself.
Yeah, you could tell he was talking as himself.
He wasn't the character. He was Vin Diesel talking about how he's his brother and he's family and he won't say goodbye. I think that's what everyone got choked up about, and everyone knew that he was talking as himself.
Yep, and it was pretty emotional. It was a good send off for Paul Walker, and I heard that they're gonna do a Fast 8. I mean, it's not confirmed, but
Dom's the name.
Yeah, Dom's the name? His name's Dom?
Dom. I blanked on that, sorry.
Yeah, and I heard they're going to do a Fast 8. I don't know if it's going to be called Fast 8 or Fast and Furious 8, but they did an interview with Vin Diesel, and they asked him what would Fast 8 be about, and he was just giving his input, what he thinks it would be about, and what they want it to be about, because I think Vin Diesel's one of the producers of the movie, and I heard there might even be a spin-off of Hobb, that's The Rock's name, Hobb, and he was kind of underutilized. He only had a really solid fight scene at the beginning. It was a solid fight scene. It was pretty exciting.
Two scenes.
Yeah, he had like 2 scenes. He did the rock bottom though in this fight scene. That was pretty cool at the beginning. And then he had a second scene in the hospital, and then a third scene when he came to save the day. He was the cavalry. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. But I think they should have showed him a little more, because man, it's The Rock. He's awesome.
I think maybe he'll be in the 8.
Yeah, he might be in 8.
I think that's why they spotlighted Vin Diesel's character and Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, Letty. That was
Letty.
her character's name, Letty.
Yeah.
And well, I give it from 1 through 10. I give it for a good action popcorn flick. When I say popcorn flick, I mean like just nonstop action. You know what I mean? Cars blowing up. There was a lot of that too. A lot of blowing up scenes and them walking away. A lot of beat drops. The beat drops, and you see them walking out of a room or something all dressed up in tuxedos. There's a lot of that. But it was pretty solid. So I give it from 1 through 10. I give it around, for an action flick, I give it an 8. What do you give it?
10.5.
She gives it a 10.
I liked it.
You guys decide for yourself. So thanks for tuning in to our little series of movie reviews. We hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.